so that all right. So good evening, everyone. Happy you can join us on the Boys Bible Quiz orientation session. This is our second orientation session. If you're here, it means that you signed up. Good evening. If you're here, it means that you signed up and you have at least submitted your valid ID for us to review and all of that. Some people are still submitting. But thanks for the people that have signed up so far. We have quite some good number, nearly 200 people. But we're still doing our validation. So well done, well done, well done. So we decided to do a second orientation today to just share with you how this program will run and then answer your questions. So I'm going to spend the next 15, 20, let me say 20 minutes to just go through the program. I have a slide. Um, yeah, let me see where's the stuff now. I'm just going to share my screen and then just explain a couple of things. And afterwards, 1 minute. I'll explain a couple of things, and afterwards we could take questions from everyone who has questions. Then we want to do this in 30, 45 minutes at most because Sunday evening, right? Okay, so let me share my screen now. Right. Perfect. So I'm sure you can all see my screen. So I want to make an appeal. If you're not speaking, please can you mute your mic? If you're not speaking, mute your mic so that conversation at the background does not affect us. So this Bible quiz is designed primarily to, we just want to improve our Bible knowledge and literacy, right? And so this uh quiz book that we're sharing right now, which we have sent to everyone via email. It's something that will just help you prepare better. I want to also appeal those of you that are drawing on the screen. Some people are drawing and scribbling and drooling on the screen. It's showing on our screen. So I want to appeal to you to please desist from doing that. Someone has just done that now, and you can see a line on the screen. If that continues, we will remove the person. And once we remove you, you won't be able to join us again tonight. So please, can you stop doing that so that you don't distract our classes, our discussion tonight? So let me one more time repeat. So I'm taking section by section. Section A, this quiz is for people aged 10 to 17. There are two categories, category and category B. We have senior and junior categories, right? Senior categories 14 to 17, junior category is 10 to 13. So for you to be in the senior category, it means that you will still be 17 by August 30th. And you must not be 14 before June 27th. So what that means is that if you are in senior category, you will still be 17 years old up until August 30th. If, for instance, your birthday is August 28th, and on that day you become 28, you are disqualified from the program. So for you to be in senior category, you must be 14 to 17 within our dates, which is right there on the screen. The same thing with the junior category. You must be 10 years old before June 14th. So before June 14th, you must be 10 years old. Yes. And for us, this is very important. And then you must not be over 13 years by August 30th. So this is important because the data you've sent to us, we're analyzing it. Once we find out any of this discrepancy, we'll remove you from the program. That's the first part of it. Category B. This competition is designed to hold in sequence. Round 1, round 2, pre-finals, and grand finale. Round 1, round 2, and pre-finals will hold online. We're not holding anything physically. We're not bringing people together somewhere. No. First round, second round, and pre-finals will all hold online. It's only the grand finale that will hold in Abuja physically on the 2nd of August. Perfect. So you now know the dates. We'll talk about the time below. Section C, let's now explain how round 1 will happen, how round 2 will happen, how round 3 will happen. So let's start with round 1. Round 1 will have session 1 and 2. Session 1 will have 50 questions on Bible knowledge, but it's going to last between 10 to 15 minutes. The final details will be out sometime by Wednesday. We'll share that information. And the platform we're going to use, we're going to do a test run within the week. Right? Session 2 will be 50 memory verse. So you see that there are two different, focus. Round 1, session 1, we will focus on 50 questions on Bible knowledge, not memory verse. So for instance, Bible knowledge will be based on the scriptures we've given you to read, right? So Bible knowledge could be, what is the name of so person in that scripture, in that section of the Bible we've given you to read? Why, please, can you take this call? Right? That's Bible knowledge. For instance, what was the name of the 3 Hebrew children with Daniel? But that is Bible knowledge. So there'll be 50 questions for you to answer in 10 or 15 minutes. Then session 2 of round 1 will now be memory verse. So we may write a test and tell you what is, and give you option. This test we've written, is it John 3:16? Is it John 3:18? Is it John 17:14? Right? Sometimes we will write John 3:16 and we'll write the test to say which of these tests is correct. Again, you have 50 of that within 10, 15 questions. That is round 1. When we finish round 1, everybody will proceed to round 2, except you don't want to participate anymore. And then in round 2, we will do the same thing again. 50 Bible knowledge question, 50 memory verse question. If you notice, we've given you 100 memory verse to memorize between round 1 and round 2. Some people have reached out to me to say, which of the memory verse will be in round 1? We can't tell you that. We can't tell you that. So just get used to those 100 memory verse. Right? So this is what will happen round 1 and round 2. Then when we finish round 1 and round 2, session 1, session 2, which will be 4 different quiz, we will now select top 10 senior, top 10 junior. They will now do an open quiz contest, which is pre-final, which will happen on Zoom, where there will be memory verse and Bible knowledge questions again for you to answer. Right? And we'll have an average of 20, 30 seconds per question. We'll ask you a question. So on that one, we'll ask you to give us a number. You will say number 4. We'll read what number 4 says, and you have a few seconds to answer the question. We'll call another person. So something like that, the way a normal Bible quiz will happen, but it will happen on Zoom. Right? Then when we finish that pre-final, we will pick top 5 in round 1, and in senior, top 5 in junior. Right? Those are the people now that will come to Abuja for grand finale. If you're already based in Abuja, no problem. If you're outside Abuja, we'll bring you to Abuja. Somebody's hand is up. Let me finish grand finale explanation, then I can take a question. The grand finale we hold in Abuja. There'll be a pre-rehearsal on Friday first. We will go to the venue, test the place. You will do everything that you should have done on the main quiz, so that you get used to it, the lights, camera, all of that. It's going to be beautiful. Camera, lights. Because we're going to be showing this online on YouTube for a couple of weeks. So we'll do that on 1st of January or 1st of August. Something in the afternoon, so that we finish it before evening and everybody gets to where they are. Then by either 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday 2nd, we'll start. Junior will finish their own, then senior will do their own, and then winners will emerge. It's going to be the same way a normal quiz is done, right? There will be memory verse recitation, Bible knowledge, and each person will be asked to do a 2-minute sermon, a 2 minutes preaching. Yes, you'll be given a chance to preach. We'll give you the guideline for that when we get to the level of doing that. So that is how round 1, round 2, pre-finals, and grand finale will happen. Let me take a question now before I go into section D and E. Yeah, let me hear you, Jamai.
Sir, if for example you get eliminated, can you still choose to watch the pre-finals and finals?
Get eliminated at what point?
Like let's say, you know how you said you pick the top 10. Let's say I'm not among the top 10. Can you still watch the pre-finals and the grand finale?
So the pre-final will only be for the pre-finalists. But the grand finale in Abuja, everybody will be invited. Everybody, people will invite their friends, church members, everybody. It's going to be a big event. Any other question? If you have a question, you can also write your question.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So please, round 1 and round 2. So where will it hold? Like online. So which app will it hold on?
Yes, we're going to give you that information by Wednesday, Thursday, and we are going to do a dress rehearsal. We'll do a rehearsal before that day. All right, so let me proceed. If you have any other question, drop it on the chat. Write it on the chat. Yeah?
So please, I was asking, sir, where will the which of the round 1 and 2 hold on? So is it Google?
I just answered the question now. Were you
Zoom?
listening? I just answered the same question you asked me. Were you listening?
No, sorry, sir. So it was network.
It will be communicated to that by Wednesday or Thursday. Which app we will use? We will communicate that to all of you by Wednesday or Thursday. Which app you will use, and we will do a practice on Friday. A dress practice on Friday.
Okay, sir.
Sir, what of people that are writing GS3 exam on that day? Because that first day is the last day we're writing our GS3 exam, and the time is clashing with the exam timetable.
What time is the exam?
From 12 o'clock to 12:30, exactly.
That's when the, what did you call it? JAM
Second
or
paper.
Junior WAEC?
Junior WAEC, the second paper is holding, and that's the last day.
What time is junior paper holding?
From 12 o'clock to 12:30.
Is a 30 minutes paper?
Yes, sir.
No.
No.
It's not 30 minutes.
How can you say that the exam is straight 12 o'clock to 12:30?
It's two exams. The first exam is from 9 o'clock to 11:30. The second is from 12 o'clock to 12:30.
It's not 12:30. It's 2:30.
Okay, 2:30.
All right. So if we have any updates, if we have any update about that, we will communicate. Otherwise, it's not probable that we will change our date for the exams. If there is any new update, we will communicate that by what day? By Tuesday, Wednesday max. If not, we are going to stick to our dates.
Okay, sir.
All right, thank you. So now let me get into section D and section E. So for round 1 and round 2 focus, our focus is Daniel chapter 1 to 6, Galatians chapter 1 to 6, John chapter 1 to 10. Right? So that's important. You know that round 1 and round 2. Right? But on Bible memorization, we have selected 100 Bible verses from the same area for you to focus on. I noticed that what we had in terms of Bible memorization was selected from between Daniel chapter 1 to 3. So that's okay. Focus on that material, right? That for memory verse. Focus on the scriptures we've given you on memory verse and focus on them. All our memory verse will come from there. However, Bible knowledge question will come from more chapters of book of Daniel. Because for memory verse, I think we stopped at Daniel chapter 1 to, is it Daniel chapter 1 to, let me just check it. It's right here. Yes, we did Daniel chapter 1 to 3 for memory verse. We did Daniel chapter 1 to 3. So in terms of the area of focus for memory verse is Daniel chapter 1 to 3. So there was a mistake here. We should have corrected it. So, but for Bible knowledge is Daniel chapter 1 to 6. But for memory verse is Daniel chapter 1 to 3. So that's just a correction for focus chapter round 1 and round 2. When we're done with that, we'll now tell you what to focus on for what's it called now? Pre-final and finals. And then points, you earn 10 points for correct answers, 5 points for bonus. And then any other thing, if we're still discussing how best to do the social media stuff. So we'll communicate to you again how we want to promote that. Use of technology. So round 1, 2, and pre-finals will happen online. The exact platform will be communicated within this week. And each contestant will be required to use either a computer or a smartphone or any digital device that connects to the internet. It's an online thing, so you must be connected to internet. I'm going to appeal to you one more time. Familiarize yourself. So when we share the platform, we're going to make sure we share that platform early enough so that you can even test yourself on that platform before our own rehearsal on Friday. So hopefully, let's make sure we get the platform shared with all the participants by Wednesday, right? So that they can test themselves on it, right? So like I said, the quiz will rise between 10 to 15 minutes, and it will happen at the same time for everybody in all the location. So once it starts, if it's 10, it starts at 10. Once it's 15 minutes, it will time out 15 minutes automatically. It's no, please, no, there's nothing like that, right? And then the next one will hold maybe an hour later, right? So I want to appeal to you before that session, test the best location of internet that the device you want to use. You know, in a house, there are parts of the house that has better internet. So find out which part of the house has better internet so that that's the position you will take on that day. And please, if you're using a desktop, know that if they take light, the desktop will go off. Won't be able to, the system will not reboot for you. That's why I'm going to recommend is either use a phone and make sure the phone is charged through the night. This whole thing is about 15 minutes for session 1, another 15 minutes for session 2. So just make sure you have a device that can be online for 1 hour so that you don't have a problem. And if you're going to use desktop computer, please just buy fuel so that you don't depend on power that goes off and on. Those are things that can really, affect you. And then 2 people cannot use 1 device. It's not possible. Just know that in case you're planning to share a device, it's not going to work. The platform we're using. Right. Of course, I've talked about this. Our scheduled times, round 1 is 28 this Saturday. Round 2 is the next Saturday, 5th July. Then we'll take a 2 weeks break for exams. Then the pre-finals will be Saturday 26th. And then grand finale will be Saturday 2nd, right? So that's basically the basic information. We have scheduled our quiz time to be 12 o'clock and 12:45. 12 o'clock and 12:45. That's what we have scheduled it. So that's the timing. If we're going to make any adjustments because of exams, we may look at timing, but we can't shift our days. That's the best we are going to be able to do. But we're going to go back and discuss to find out. So for instance, if all the papers are starting on that day by 11 o'clock, if we think we can do our quiz between 9 and 10, we may opt for that so that everybody participates and goes to write their exam. So that's something we may look at because we want as many people as possible as possible to participate. Registration closed. Somebody's asking me when is the deadline for registration. We have closed registration, and anybody that does not submit their ID by tonight, that also closes. Submission of valid ID will close tonight. After tonight, if you didn't submit your valid ID, we're sorry, you will not be part of the people going forward with the quiz this Saturday because we can't keep answering to that anymore. All right. So in closing, please, integrity is important. All contestants are advised to be honest and truthful in everything they do. Do not provide false information at any point, either about your age or your person and all of that. Because once we discover anything false, we'll just remove you from the platform. We'll remove you, disqualify you from the stuff. And if you have reached final and we discover something wrong or illegal or false, we will disqualify you and put it publicly that we have disqualified this person for so reason, because we don't want any problem with anyone tomorrow. So please don't do anything wrong that will put you in trouble, right? And as Christians, choose a path of honor, right? Perfect. Now, let me recommend, I've said you should spend an average of 10 minutes praying every day towards this. Pray for weather. If you're a Christian that can speak in tongues, spend time to speak in tongues. Right? Spend time to speak in tongues. 10 minutes every day. Please, if I didn't ask you to speak, mute your mic. Please mute your mic. So pray in tongues for 10 minutes. Pray for memory, that as you memorize the verse, it will stay in your heart, to stay in your memory. Pray for understanding. Pray for technology to work for you. Pray for the weather to work for you. You can do all your preparation, and on that day, the internet will fail you. So spend time and pray. I know what I'm saying. Spend time and pray. All right, so for first round and second round, these are the memory verse you have to focus on. Our questions are going to come from these 100 memory verses. And we are not going to tell you focus on this one for round 1 and round 2. We have even done enough by giving you this information. So just work on the memory verse that we have provided and do your best. All right, so if there are questions now, I will take a few questions. Let me answer the questions that are here online. Jaden Austin saying, when is the deadline for registration? I've answered that. Registration have closed. Jahiel Sheyi, is session 2 going to hold immediately after session 1? No, if you were listening, you will have seen where we gave answer to that. So let me just go back to that so that you look at the time. Section 1 will hold by 12. Section 2 will hold by 12:45. So we gave a time gap of over 45 minutes. So let me take the questions one after the other. Phoebe asked, is the memory verses session going to be multiple choice questions like the first section? It's going to be a combination of that, right? It's going to be a combination of that. Is there a PDF for the Bible verses? I don't understand when you're asking. Are you saying we should provide the Bible verses and give you in PDF? We're not going to do that, right? That's not our work. We have given you the scriptures. You go and look for them and memorize them. So I'm happy to take a few more questions. All right, Jamai, let me hear you. You have a question.
Sir, I have a question about the sir, is it must you do the Bible quiz on the exact time? Can't you do it in a later time?
All right, so the quiz is holding at the same time everywhere. You miss it, you miss it. That's because that's how it's been designed. And I didn't mention this, the memory verse, we have 2 recommendations for Bible memorization, NIV and New King James Version. So those are the only 2 accepted versions of the Bible when you can do your memorization with. So if you ask a question and you answer from any of those 2 translations, it will be accepted.
But what if you answer with another translation?
No problem now. Just do that during the session. You will understand how many scores you will get.
Sir, the memory verse, are you going to recite it or it will be?
All right, so let me I can't take 2 questions at the same time. Nelson, let me hear your question.
Sir, the memory verse, are you going to recite it or we are going to answer it like objective?
At the online version, round 1 and 2, it will be objective, but at the pre-final, you're going to answer it verbally. You're going to tell us if you get the pre-final. But in the main quiz, it's not going to be online. The main quiz final, we will ask you what is 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 5. You will answer it. You will tell us, you'll be looking at us, everybody will be looking at you. It will be live. at the finals. But at the online, it's going to be like objectives. Let me hear Chazak James. What's your question?
So you said that the sermon is supposed to be 3 minutes.
Okay, did I say 3 minutes? What we have on the stuff is 2 minutes sermon, right? We say we're extending, so we're going to update that. It's going to be 3 minutes, yeah? But just share a short sermon and tell us something. We're going to give you the section to develop your sermon around. So you share a sermon. We want to see how much you understand the Bible and Bible concepts. That's for people that get to the finals.
Sir.
All right.
Sir.
Yeah, who is that?
Sir, it's Josiah.
All right, go ahead and ask your question.
Sir, how many marks do you get when you inform a friend and the friend has already registered?
All right, we haven't decided that, but we're going to let you know. We're going to decide that and about social media posts. We're going to decide that.
Okay, sir.
Somebody's asking me, so those who are sharing, how are they going to send the other phone number to you? No, so you don't need to send another phone number to me, right? Because let me give you an instance. Some of you in your school, one person registered like 5 people. There is no problem. We are going to send the link for the exam for the quiz on that day, right? You will have a place where you enter your name. Once you enter your name, you will have a different device. So one name on a device, and you see the question and you answer. And once the time is up, it closes, finish. So there will be no problem. Even if it's one person that registered 5 people, there's no problem. But on the quiz day online, those 5 people must all be on different devices. I hope that answers the question for, what's his name? Yeah. So what will the sermon be about? You get updates on that when we reach the final. You haven't reached final. So when we get to that point, for now, focus on round 1 and round 2. When we sort that part, those who qualify, we will now tell them what that will be about. The test trial, we're going to do that on Friday. We're going to do a pre-run on Friday. If we can, we may do it Thursday and Friday. So we'll sort out, once we sort that part out between now and Tuesday, we will do the pre-run with you guys early enough. But we must do it by Friday maximum. And that pre-run, we'll do it in the evening so that those who went to school will be back home, right? So it's going to be an evening thing.
So I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Would there be another Bible quiz competition next year?
We're going to be doing this every year from now on by the grace of God.
Yes. Thanks. Thank you, sir.
Okay. If you bring your friend to watch the finals, but they are not participating, can I get points, my brother? Hey, then you want to chop points anyhow. There is no point.
I have a question. So please, what if 2 people register on one device?
So you need to watch this video again because I've answered that question. Are there other new questions that I've not answered before? We need to wrap up. I want this to be very short so that people can watch. All right. I want to thank everyone that has signed up. We have over 100 boys we have finished clearing for IDs.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, please. What's the question?
Sir, can I ask a question?
Yes, please go ahead. Go ahead and ask your question.
Can we replicate it in our city? I want to ask my Sunday school teacher.
I don't understand your question. Can you repeat your question?
Sir, can we replicate it in our city? I want to ask our Sunday school teacher to repeat it.
Yes,
To
you can do this kind of stuff in your school. We'll be happy to. We can even we would like to support you if you try to do this kind of thing in your school or your church.
Thank you, sir.
A question.
All right.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Some memory verses be on.
I didn't hear you.
So will the memory verses be oral?
I've answered this question before. If you're listening, I've answered this question before. Someone asked me, will the memory verse be objective or oral? And I said, for round 1 and 2, the memory verse will be objective. But for the pre-final on Zoom and the main competition, the memory verse will be oral. When we ask you, you will recite it so we know you know it.
Sir, I have a question.
All right, go ahead.
Sir, my question is that at the second, because you said at the first stage, people will be promoted to the second stage. So when does the elimination round begin?
All right. It looks like some of you were not really. Let me just go back to this. Please, if you are not speaking right now, can you mute your mic? So I need everyone to look at section C. You all have this document. I need everybody to go and read this document and watch this video again. Everybody will participate in round 1. Everybody will participate in round 2. Can I repeat myself again? Everybody will participate in round 1, section 1 and section 2. Everybody will participate in round 2, section 1 and 2. We're not eliminating anybody. When we finish round 1 and 2, we will now check who is the top 10 in junior, who is the top 10 in senior. Those are the people that will now go to pre-final, which is here. They would go for the pre-final. And from that pre-final, we will now select the top 5 from senior and junior, who will come for the grand finale in Abuja. Let me repeat again. From the pre-final, 10 people will go for pre-final, 10 from senior, 10 from junior. From the pre-final, we will pick 5 senior, 5 junior that will go for the final physically here in Abuja. I hope that explains it.
Yes, sir.
Right. Abayomi, Abayomi 80. Let me hear your question.
Sir,
Yeah, go ahead, Jamai.
sir, if you don't participate in round 1, can you participate in round 2?
Yeah, we are not stopping anybody.
Okay.
Sir, I have another question.
All right.
Sir, at the finals, when you're meant to go to Abuja, is it the program that's like sponsoring it?
Yes, we're going to provide accommodation for people that are going to come to Abuja to where to stay and all of that. So we're going to cover that and transport money.
And sir, is it mandatory for you to bring your parents? Can you bring a sibling or friends?
Well, we'll decide on that. But it's parents we want because it's when you win, your parents need to be there to celebrate with you, not your siblings. Right? If there is a special case where somebody is an orphan or so, or the parents are very far away, we can understand that I will need to talk and hear and know that that is true. We need to check and validate that that is really in order.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Sir, I have another question.
Yeah.
Sir, does it mean that if you don't participate in round one, your score will drop by 50?
How did you know that the score for
Because
round 1 is 50?
just a random guess.
Okay, so that you don't make those kind of random guesses before somebody will think that that is what it is. We've never said anywhere that the score for round 1 is 50. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
All
So it
right.
means that
So
if you don't participate in round one, the score for round one he has removed from your total score.
there is nothing removed now. If you didn't get something, how do you remove it? So if you didn't participate in round 1, that means you didn't get scores in round 1. You only get scores
Okay,
by
sir.
the number of correct questions you answer.
So what I'm trying to say is that if, for example, you don't participate in round one, does it mean that all the scores you were to get in round one will not be given to you?
If what?
For example, if I don't participate in round one and participate in round two, does it mean that if somebody participated, does it mean that my score for round one will be terminated? Like I will not have any score for round one, or I will still get a try again.
I really don't understand your question. No.
Okay, if I don't participate in round one, but
Can I
I
ask you a
participate in
question?
round
If you didn't participate in round 1, should you be given a point?
no.
So what's the point of your question then? If you didn't participate in round 1, which point are we removing from you?
I wonder.
You didn't participate in round 1. You are now saying, oh, that means in round 2. If you didn't participate in round 1, you didn't get any point in round 1. You will be arriving point round 2 with 0 points. Someone said, Jaden Austin, is it mandatory to go to the guest house? Or if you have a friend, if you have a friend in Abuja, perfect. You stay with your friend. It's not mandatory. Can we see our score at the end of each round? We will decide that and communicate that. We haven't concluded on that yet. Ikechukwu is asking, we'll give you that update. Mercy is asking, will the senior and the junior go against each others in the pre-final? No. Throughout the competition, seniors and juniors will not go against each other. It will not be a fair competition. Throughout the competition, it will be senior against senior, junior against junior.
Sir, I have a question.
All right, go ahead.
Sir, after the round, sir, can we see our mark?
I just answered that question. Now we are going to decide that within the week and communicate to you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so it's about 45 minutes. I didn't want this to go beyond this period of time. I want to say thank you to everyone that has so far participated, planning and all of that. One more time, just to summarize, our round 1, session 1 and 2, we hold this Saturday, 28th of June. Then round 2, section 1 and 2, we hold, let me look at the exact dates again. We'll hold on the 5th of July. Yes, and then on the 26th of July, we'll have pre-finals. That gives you at least 2 weeks to prepare for pre-finals. In fact, you'll be preparing for pre-finals and finals at the same time because the next weekend after pre-finals is finals here in Abuja. It promises to be very engaging. We have given you the sections to study on. For memory verse, you have 100 memory verse. Study across. Please, I need you to mute your mic. So, Adeayo, please, can you mute your mic? Right. So when you don't mute your mic, I'll remove you from the group because I think I can't keep telling people to mute their mic. So like I said, we'll have our session on so this 28th Saturday. So focus on the Bible verses for memorization and then focus on the Bible knowledge sections. If there is any change in terms of our timing, we will notify people by midweek. Otherwise, our scheduled time for now is 12 noon for session 1 and 12:45 p.m. for session 2. So we understand some people are writing exam. If we'll check in the WhatsApp group and do a vote. If people think we should shift the time a bit earlier in the day, we can do it earlier in the morning and we're done with that. So that's basically it. It promises to be engaging. Again, just to remind you, the prize money is 1 million for senior, 1 million for junior first prize, and then second prize 700,000 each. And the winners will participate in the observing the coronation anniversary of our sponsor, who is a king and a prophet. He's a man of God, believes in God and all of that, and is supporting this. So this promises to be great, and we'll just have a community of young people young boys that are passionate about scripture, and we'll just continue to work together. I doubt if there'll be any other orientation again. So the next meeting we're going to be having is going to be the test run of the platform, and you see how the quiz and all of that will play out. I want to say thank you to everyone that has participated so far. We're going to upload this video and put it out there on the WhatsApp group for anyone who wants to listen and then learn whatever it
Sir,
is.
please, what of third and fourth?
What of what?
Sir, please, what of third and fourth?
We don't have any prize money for third and fourth now. If we get a sponsor to do that, then fine. But for right now, we don't have a sponsor for third and fourth.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Someone said, so how will you know if a parent is guiding their children in the online exam? Don't worry about that part. The platform we're using, we're gonna give you guys some guideline. That's why well, let me not give out quite a lot of information, but we're going to be fine. We've thought about all of that concern, all of that worry. We're going to deal with that about responding to the questions, whether parents will support their children online to pass and all of that. But let me also mention this. If parents do that, they are cheating their children. You know why? When their children get to the pre-final, you will just expose them. It's just going to be a terrible experience for them, right? Right. All right. So somebody's asking about the trip to Denmark. So that's yeah. If you would like to learn more about the trip to Denmark, just send me a WhatsApp and I'll send you the link so that you can go and understand about the link. The Denmark program is a self-sponsored program. So anyone interested in that, whether Denmark or Lagos, if you want to join us on the Boys Big Ideas program, please just send me a private chat and I'll do that, right? All right, everyone. Thank you so much. It's been a great time. I love you all. Thank you. God bless you. And we look forward to our next session is going to be the test run on the program. Dominion, you were distracting the class by drawing on the screen, and that's not a good thing to do, right? And you're still doing it. Can you stop that behavior? It's not a good thing to do. If it happens during the test run, then we will remove you from this program. Dominion is Chuku. It's not right for you to be drawing on the screen.
It has my screen that is touching.
It's not touching. It cannot happen on its own. Your hand is doing this. It cannot just happen on its own. This is not right. It's not proper. All right, so as well, God is going to help us. Yeah, sometimes parents want to do whatever they can to help their kids win this kind of stuff. But this is a Bible quiz. we trust it's not going to happen. All right. Is there any other question?
Yes, sir. Sir, please, will the score be cumulative?
Yes, it will be cumulative. That's why we'll have round 1, session 1, session 2. Your points are gathering. Round 2, session 1, session 2. Your points are gathering. We will now accumulate all the points and select top 10 for senior, top 10 for junior. All right. So we'll end this here. If there are other questions, we can ask us in the WhatsApp group. Thank you, everyone. God bless you. Have a great week ahead, and we're looking forward to our first session. But like I said, we'll have a test run between Thursday and Friday, and I promise it's going to be great. God bless you all. Bye. Thanks for everyone that joined us today. Thank you for great time.